how can you grow on Instagram? It is so freaking hard. I want to get 10,000 followers and I cannot do it for the sake of my life. Don't worry, I got you. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can get 10,000 followers in the next 30 days. And if you don't believe me, just check out some of our accounts right here and some of our clients' accounts that we have grown extremely crazy fast, a lot more than just 10,000 followers in 30 days. These strategies that I'm going to share with you here today in this video are a little bit unconventional, which is why our results are out of the ordinary. And this is stuff that nobody else is talking about, but literally gets you 10 times the results that anybody else is going to get. So welcome to part number 5 of this Instagram growth and monetization training series we have going on. Today we're going to go over exactly how you can get 10,000 followers in just 30 days. And of course, if you want to check out the other parts of this training video course, make sure you click the link down below, and you can check out part number 4 where we broke down step by step how you can start, grow, and scale your own Instagram marketing agency, which is our business model and my favorite one, where we do upwards of $100,000 per month. So again, just the first link down below right there, and you can check out the entire training course. Before we start showing you how to get 10,000 followers in 30 days, make sure you drop me one of these likes for the algorithm, just to show this video to more people so it can help and serve more people. Because just like you, a lot of other people are trying to grow their Instagram account to 10,000 followers in just 30 days. Because we haven't been selfish, because this video and training series was actually done privately for Ryan's community, one of my good entrepreneur friends. And today we have decided to share it with you today. So without further ado, let's just jump into it right away and show you how you can get 10,000 followers in the next 30 days.
Is how to get basically 10,000 Instagram followers and to do it in 30 days.
Yep.
And so do you want to talk a little bit quickly about maybe your backstory in case people aren't familiar?
So I'm going to talk a little bit slower this time, because a lot of people said that I talk kind of fast, but it's a Latino thing. So I'm from the Dominican Republic. I'm born and raised there, and I started this social media thing because I wanted to become a professional soccer player.
Sure.
Not to make money, right? Fast forward, just to keep it short. Today we have, actually when we did the videos, we had just hit the $1 million mark, or the 2 Comma Club. And now we've almost 3x the business in about 6 months. So we've almost done 3 million in the last 365 days. So yeah, and last year when we did the video, we were just at the million. By the end of the year, we were almost at the 2 million, and now we're almost at the $3 million mark. And we actually closed one single sale of over 1.2.
Seriously?
So yeah, it's been really fun. And our main business is the Instagram marketing agency, where we help clients with their Instagram marketing needs, whether it's growth, monetization, influencer marketing campaigns, stuff like that. And we're able to grow really, really quickly. We have a network extremely large. I have my own following, and pages that I own and have equity in is about 15 million. So it has like 3 times.
I think last time it was about 5 million.
Yeah,
so that's a much higher number. That's unbelievable.
And obviously, like, we have a huge team now, like about 14, 15 people, and everything's like going great. And everything, again, just with Instagram. And I'm not, you call me an expert, but I would consider just myself like any one of you guys. And
sure.
I just decided to focus on Instagram, which is, I believe, is the fastest growing platform right now, which has a lot of attention. You have your own page, which is blowing up like crazy.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know that, but Investing Simple is a page that I own, and it's actually fully managed by a friend of mine, but he basically follows the exact same strategies that Josue teaches. And we just hit 300K followers, and like a week later, I'm at like 308,000. So like the growth has been amazing, and obviously that's a page that's also able to make me a good amount of money as like a side income there from my other businesses.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So basically, like, we're going to take everything that we're seeing on Instagram working, because the beauty about this is that because I have so many different pages and are working with so many different clients like Kevin David, Dan Locke, Alex Becker has worked before, like at Lady Boss. Like, these are huge multi-8-figure companies, right? Or 8-figure brands. And because of that reason, and all the pages that I have a lot of points of data. So I know what's working right now. I'm able to test a lot of things, and then basically just bring it to you guys after I've done the hard work and got my hands dirty, just give you the gold. And that's what we're here today.
That sounds great. Yeah, and I think it's important too, like you touched on a little bit, as far as you going all in on Instagram. I think some people, when they're like, okay, I want to build a following, they're trying to do YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest all at the same time. And I really think you have to go all in with one platform first, and then, branch out.
And like, I get the whole omnipresence idea. It's really important. obviously, the more omnipresent you are, the more money you'll make. But if you try to go that route right at the beginning, unless you have a big budget or you have a lot of money or you have a big team or something like that, you're not gonna last.
You'll burn yourself out. Yep. And you may see people that are, I like that term, omnipresent, but they have probably dozens of people behind them and all this infrastructure.
We are everywhere. Like we're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, but I'm not posting there. I like at all. Like my team does it. So it's impossible for you to do it just like a single man. So just focus. Just focus.
Focus on the one. I like that. All right, so let's get into these strategies here for 10K followers in 30 days.
All right, so the first strategy that I'm going to talk about, and this is one that's actually working really, really well right now, and not many people are utilizing it, is Instagram Live, right? A lot of people undermine or underestimate Instagram Live, but right now I believe it's a humongous opportunity, just like when Instagram Live came out. Like you have to understand, when Instagram puts out a new feature, they want you to use it, right? It's like Instagram wants you to use it, and the more people that use it, they just push them, like it's just giving free traffic, right? Sure. So what do you do when Instagram wants something? You give it to them, just like your wife. Happy wife, happy life, happy wife, right?
Sure.
Happy Instagram, happy business or happy account, right? So same thing. So basically on Instagram Live right now, you're able to get a lot of people on there. Even like my own account that I barely use, I barely post on there. As recording this video, we might in the near future, but we had like 365 people live right there. And if you do the numbers, right? Instagram Live is basically like a webinar. I'm gonna get a little bit into marketing right now.
Sure.
I'm gonna talk about like the monetization side of things also. With a webinar, right, or with a live webinar, you should be able to get about 10% conversion rate. So meaning the people who watch you live, 10% of those people will buy about a $500 to a $997 product. So basically you're making, for 300 people, 10% is about 30 people. That means $30,000 are worth right there on your Instagram Live with a small following. So I had 300 people, 30,000 people, like $30,000 worth of money was right there while doing an Instagram Live. And I was just like, sitting on my phone, like just chilling normally. So,
and that's obviously with your course, right? That you would be, because Josue has a course all about Instagram, and so that's good to just show you the potential there as far as earnings potential, because I think people don't really understand like the different ways to make money on Instagram, which we covered in the other videos. So that's going to be linked up. But there is a lot of money to be made on Instagram, and it's usually in the ways that you don't think of.
Yeah, correct. And like I'm going to talk about a little strategy when it comes to Instagram Live. The first thing you want to know, like, and do is that don't ramble. Like on Instagram Live, go in with a purpose. And one of the easiest ways that you can do that is just ask previously on your Instagram stories, hey, what is your biggest struggle with X? So don't put on your Instagram stories like a random question, like, hey, ask me a question. Don't do that. Like put a specific question around your niche. So if you're in fitness, what's your biggest struggle getting your six pack? Or if you're in beauty, what's your biggest struggle with your makeup? Or if you're in marketing, what's your biggest struggle with your marketing? Whatever, it doesn't matter. So you put that on your Instagram stories, just asking people. Then you say, hey, well, I'm gonna go live at 6 p.m. EST. You put that little timer. You can put timers now on Instagram, which is freaking awesome. I love it. And you put that on your Instagram stories. People know, and people get a reminder, right? And then when you go live, they actually know that you were live. And on your live stuff, you can now pull the questions from your Instagram stories and you pull them right then and there.
Oh, and it actually shows up live?
Correct. Yeah, so you can show the questions live right then and there. And basically you're engaging with the people and asking and answering the questions they asked you. So you're just giving them what they want. Again, like Instagram or like your wife, like just give the people what they want. And it's so beautiful because you're answering people's questions, you're giving value, you're solving a problem, and then whatever you pitch, you can pitch, a course, or you can pitch your services. I actually closed several clients just for my own marketing agency from that Instagram Live because we actually brought one of our students. He gave a testimonial live. I wasn't expecting that, and then people like started hitting me up. I love the live. It was so awesome. I want to work with you. So like we were able to close several $1,000s worth of clients and sell courses through that Instagram Live that I did a few weeks ago. And I did it randomly. Like it wasn't planned. I was just gave
there
value.
Wasn't really any hype behind it.
I just like randomly did. I'm like, all right, it's been a while since I've done an Instagram Live. Let's just do one. So obviously you want to be a little bit more prepared. Another thing that you can actually do is on your pin post, like when you go live, you can put a comment on there, and you can pin that comment to the top. And you can pin it. So for example, let's say you're talking about how to lose weight in 7 days or whatever the topics you're talking about in that live, you want to put it right there so that when new people come on live, they know already what it is about.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so like for example, if somebody comes on live right now, and they have no idea what you're talking about, and you're just talking about X topic, and they're like, what is this guy talking about? I don't know, I'm gonna leave. But if you put the actual topic in there, they're like, oh, he's talking about how to lose 10 pounds in 7 days, or how to improve my marketing with whatever, right? they know already what they follow you for because it's in the same niche. They already know what you're talking about in the live. They're more likely to stay. So that's really important for you to do if you want to make sure that people stay on the live itself. Because at the end of the day, it's all about engagement. It's all about people staying and about watch time. The more watch time or the more people stay watching you, the more Instagram will reward you, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense. So basically, in a nutshell, if I'm grasping this, and honestly, that's a really good tip for me to incorporate as well. But when they release a new feature, they want you to be the guinea pig for it, and they're going to reward you with more growth and exposure. Because I mean, some people looking at this might be thinking, how is going live to my existing following helping me build a following?
Yeah, no. First of all, is keeping your audience engaged. So Instagram, the more your audience is engaged, the more it will push you, and your Instagram live will actually go on the explore feed if it gets a lot of engagement.
Oh wow! See, I had no idea that could happen.
Yeah.
So then at that point, it's being pushed out to people who don't follow you, who may potentially decide to follow you.
Exactly, and who are in similar niches and similar interests, right? These three, like the things that I'm showing you right here are the foundations that you need to start doing today, that are working today in 2019.
Sure.
And another thing that you can do on live is always engage with people. So for example, one thing I love to do is always ask questions and ask the people if they are understanding you. So comment and ask simple questions like comment number 1 if you understood it, comment number 2 if whatever, or comment number 1 if you're on the live right now, and comment number 2 if you're on the replay. And this is like a super cool thing. You need to understand that your live feed is also going to your replay viewers. So you need to be talking to both.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. Yeah.
Because like, think about it, like what kind of value are you providing to the replay viewers? You gotta provide some type of value. So if you're only engaging with the live viewers, the replay viewers are gonna be like, oh, this is not for me, I'm just gonna leave. But you're constantly in your live talking, hey, if you're live right now, comment number 1 if you understood it, but if you're on the replay and you understood it, comment on number 2. I'm gonna see everything.
Sure, and then the reason behind that is getting people to engage with your posts, and that's gonna, that basically shows them, it'll show you more frequently on their homepage, right?
Yep, and like, obviously, like, for example, just getting them to like, I always say, hey, if you wanted to talk about the next topic, just hit that like button 10 times. So instead of just saying hit that like button once, like you say, hit the like button 10 times. So people actually go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 10 times.
Oh,
and
really?
like if you have, let's say 30 people and every single one of them is hitting the like button 10 times every 5 minutes because you're telling them to, you're basically getting a lot of engagement. Like it just snowballs. And basically Instagram just pushes a lot more traffic to your live feed. And finally, the thing that I love to do the most when it comes to the live part, right? To help you grow, and works beautifully, especially if you want to make that moolah, right? Is that at the end of your live stream, if you're trying to pitch something, you provide some value at the beginning, and then you pitch something at the end, an offer, your product, service, affiliate marketing, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you're trying to sell, you pitch it, and then you say, hey, if you got to this point and you're watching live, comment the fire emoji. And if you got to this point and you're watching on the replay, comment the little muscle emoji or whatever type of emoji, right? So what happens is that you're gonna see the people who commented the other emoji and that watch the replay. So it gives you a chance and an opportunity to follow up with them on the right
send
message.
them a DM. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's a very smart strategy.
So basically you're in the sales in the follow-up at the end of the day, right? So you're providing value again to the live viewers, but also to the replay viewers. And they're telling you, hey, I got to this point, I saw the offer, and maybe they got the, they purchased or not. And basically you say, hey, John, I just noticed that you got to the end of the live training. What do you think of it?
Yeah.
John is gonna say like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like investing simple, just follow up with me. Like a 300,000 follower account or whatever type of account. Like they see you as an expert because they watch your live until that point. Think about it, right? So they're gonna, oh my God, the expert, the guru, like he just messaged me. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. I love the training, but I wasn't sure if it was the right fit for me, the program. Like, but what do you think? Like you just start asking questions, you start following up with them, and you can actually close the sale on DMs, simple like that.
Yeah, because I mean, think about that for you, for example, for your course, if it's $1,000, it could be one simple question, like does this work outside of the US? And you're able to answer that question
all the time.
And then there's a sale right there. So just by following up, I think that's genius.
Yeah, especially like, I always like to sell high ticket, no matter what niche. Like I have, for example, in the fitness niche, that people say, oh, you can only sell $47 ebooks. No, I have friends like my friend Tanner who's selling like $4,000 or $3,000 per package.
Wow.
And he's high ticket fitness stuff, right? And he just follows up with people on DMs. So it works extremely well. And not only on growth side, right? Like followers are cool, money is cooler, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think most people, when they are building a page, I would say at least half the people, they're not just looking for like the clout or whatever, like, oh, I got 10K, they're looking for like, I want to make some money.
Exactly,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
And like this stuff just works super, super well. We have students, for example, that have implemented this stuff in just 5 days, made $3,000. Others with like a very small following in the e-commerce space, which is more a space that people think, oh, I cannot do this with like rings, right? An artist selling rings, which is super weird in my opinion, but making like went from like $200 per month to $4,000 a month in 30 days just doing this. Like it's super simple and is growing his page really, really quickly. So it just works whether you have a small following, you can monetize it, and if you implement this stuff, you can obviously grow your page as well.
Sure.
Now the second thing that I would say is that you need to be focusing a lot is Instagram stories. Going back to Instagram Live, obviously we explained it right now. Instagram stories is the second one. If you're able to engage with your audience on a consistent basis, they're gonna get used to seeing you on a consistent basis. If I don't do an Instagram story, for example, in 48 hours, they say, what the heck is
Something's up. Yeah.
Something's up. Well, Sweat Dead. What happened, bro?
Exactly.
Like I get messages like all the time, like saying like, where are you? And I don't even post on my page, by the way. Like I haven't been posting on my page like since
on
forever.
your feed, you haven't posted at all. You're just doing stories.
Yep, I'm just doing stories, which I do not recommend. You got to be consistent, right? But basically, I'm just doing stories, and people still engage all the freaking time with my page. And they're like, if I stop doing the stories for 48 hours, I get messages. Josue, are you okay?
Yeah.
Or are you? So that means those followers are loyal followers of your brand, and they will not only watch you, but they will buy from you as well. And Instagram knows this. They know who are the people that are constantly engaging, and they basically put you in front of everybody else because they know those followers are engaging with you more than anybody else. And this helps you grow, believe it or not, because it keeps your followers engaged and tells Instagram, this content right here is good. So we're gonna push it to more people that might be interested in the same thing, basically to just keep them more engaged. The idea is to build a solid foundation with your own existing followers before you try to do all this crazy mumbo jumbo thing that every single Instagram guru is telling you. Like if you don't have a solid foundation with your own page, you will not be successful.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think most people think that, okay, growing has a lot to do with content, which obviously you do have to be posting good content. And we talked about BPPs in the last videos we did, and that's still relevant too, right? Doing BPPs.
Yeah, of course, 100%. Like the best performing posts, doing the right market research, all these like little things that you probably aren't thinking of that you that's not important at all.
Yeah.
These are important things. And we talked about it in the other video. But
so we won't get into that in this one. This is totally new strategies. But yeah, that makes sense. Really cultivating that audience and keeping them engaged shows Instagram, hey, this is a really good page. We want to show it to other people.
Exactly. Yeah. And then finally right now, and this is like one I believe you should be doing like no matter what you do. Like if you only take one thing out of this video, just take this one, right? It's Instagram TV.
Oh, okay.
Instagram TV right now, Instagram is like pushing it like I have not seen anything else. Like I'm serious. Like I have not seen Instagram push something so hard in a very long time. Instagram TV, for example, if you literally, I have clients who take a video, right? We post a video on the page. They get, I don't know, 2,000 views, assuming, right? 2,000 views. That same video, you post it on Instagram TV and you share it to your feed, because you can obviously, when you upload it to Instagram TV, you can share it to your feed.
Yeah, I've seen you do exactly that on your Instagram.
Exactly. You share it to your feed. It gets 10,000 views, the same exact video.
5 times the views?
5 times the views.
Wow.
No difference, nothing at all. Just the difference in Instagram TV. And it's because Instagram right now is pushing Instagram TV really, really hard because they want to grow that basically product, right? Instagram Stories was the fastest growing product in human history.
Wow.
Right, it launched it, I think, in the end of 2017. It blew up, right? Now they want to do the same thing with Instagram TV and blow it up. But to do that, you got to push it to people. So right now is like the perfect chance for you to utilize it. And a few things that you need to be able to take into account when it comes to Instagram TV is make sure you're creating for the platform, right? A lot of people, for example, they take a YouTube video like this and then they upload it to Instagram TV, but instead of like putting like, I don't know, like...
Instead of cropping it, it ends up being sideways, right?
They put it sideways and it's super awkward. It's like...
Because you hold your phone like this, and then if the video is sideways, it's not a good viewing experience.
Yeah, and you cannot comment on the video while you're watching it, which is the whole point of this thing on TV. And it's a weird experience for the actual viewer. So just make sure you upload it, like say you're uploading a YouTube video, just like crop it, whatever, just put up title, top and bottom.
Exactly.
And then just upload it like that, right? That's like the not so ideal scenario. The ideal scenario is that you film it vertical, right? You film vertical, just like this, on your phone, and that's it. And it's super simple. It doesn't have to be too long. 2 to 3 minutes works perfectly fine. But the main thing is make sure that the thumbnail of the video, it's engaging, it's good, but most importantly is that you're able to see it on the normal feed in a good way. So for example, when you share an Instagram TV to your feed, obviously it shows a square image as a thumbnail. So that square image as a thumbnail needs to be good for actually people to click on it.
Okay, in your feed. That
Correct.
makes sense.
Yeah, and the beauty about Instagram TV right now is that Instagram is pushing it on the Explore page. The biggest square, like the top one on the Explore page is Instagram TV. And your video is literally on there. I've had people that when I upload, again, I do not upload at all on my page, right? And when I upload Instagram TV videos, they're all on the Explore feed of my followers, and they're like, Josue, you are every single day here. I cannot get rid of you. And like those videos,
they're pushing you so much.
Exactly.
Because you're being the guinea pig for the new thing they're trying to promote.
Exactly. Yeah. And the beauty about it is like, even me, that I don't post on my own personal page, right? I have clients, for example, that download that we post on their Instagram TV, and they blow up like crazy, obviously, because they're in, like, their page is like just getting so much traffic, and they're basically adding fuel to the fire, right?
Yeah.
But for example, on my page, right, even like I'm not posting at all. It's getting thousands and thousands of views and hundreds of comments on every single one without me doing absolutely anything. So it's like a great way for you to get a lot of traffic and build your own following, like just engagement on your page a ton, and just with a simple video. Like an Instagram TV video needs to be, I think, over 15 seconds long.
Sure.
And that's it. So if you have a 15-second long video or 20-second long video, upload it to Instagram TV instead of your normal feed, and you'll be good.
Wow, that's a great strategy. Yeah, I know I looked on your page before you got here, and I saw I was like, what do you got, like 32,000, 30, maybe your followers wise? 50,000, okay. Yeah. But I opened one of the videos and I had like 9,000 views. I'm like, holy crap, and it's amazing, but.
In hundreds of comments, and I didn't do anything. I didn't even upload that video. It was one of my team members, and one of my sisters, like, I didn't even upload that video. So like, they just uploaded it, okay, cool. Like, and they just get thousands of views, and people like engage a lot on it. I've actually gotten sales from it. They're literally YouTube videos. If you see, for example, they're YouTube videos that I filmed for my YouTube channel, and I just posted, like,
repurpose the content.
Yeah, repurpose the content, post it on there. Don't even think about it. I probably should, like, don't even think about it.
Vertical or change it around a little bit.
I just throw it in there, and it's working.
Wow.
And it's working very, very well. So if you're like thinking right now, you're creating content, stuff like that, just utilize Instagram TV. And if you're like, for example, I know some people like, oh, what happens if I don't want to be a personal brand, or I don't want to be in front of the camera, I'm a little bit shy. That's totally fine too. Let's say you have a theme page. It works for you as well. You're resharing content from other people, that's totally fine. Just, for example, something beautiful that you can do right now is go on YouTube. Let's say you have a makeup, whatever. Go on YouTube, find a super viral beauty video on YouTube, download it, upload it to Instagram TV, obviously credit the original creator.
Credit them and get permission just to make sure you don't have any issues.
More than likely you're not, right? You just credit the original creator, you'll be fine. But upload it to your Instagram TV and you'll blow up. And basically, like, for example, one of our students, Alex Wilkie, he has, I think, 800,000 followers in a beauty page. He's a dude and has a makeup page. So it doesn't matter, like, like, he's like, all right, I just want to make money and I just want to grow a big following. He's a dude. Has a huge beard, has nothing to do with makeup.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah, and he has a big, super big page called Beautify Basics, right? And all he did was repurpose content from other people, and he's blowing up like crazy. So it's something super, super simple to do. It doesn't matter what you're interested in. If you want to be a personal brand, like, it doesn't matter. Like, this thing works like crazy. And let's say you want to exponentially grow even faster. One of the easiest ways that you can start doing that, obviously, buying shoutouts. A lot of people are familiar with this, like, this stuff. But here's the thing. Remember when I said Instagram TV is pushing it hard? What do? You buy a shout out on Instagram TV.
Oh, I haven't heard of that yet.
Yeah, not many people know about this. And it's kind of like a new thing. So what you do is you just buy a promotion on Instagram TV. And because Instagram is pushing it so freaking hard, you're gonna get a lot of traffic in return. So you're gonna grow, like, let's say you do a normal promotion or a normal video or whatever on a shout out.
Just to tie that in there, so that's reaching out to a larger page and saying, hey, put this in your story or put this on my feed.
Correct.
You're saying instead put it in Instagram TV.
Correct. Yes. Okay. Let's just say, for example, I was in investing niche. I will reach out to your page, Investing Simple. And instead of me paying you to post on your page, I will pay you to post on Instagram TV. Okay. And not many people are doing it. I bet like you have not sold a single. I have not sold a single. We don't even have it available. So that's super interesting. Yeah. So like I will buy a spot on your Instagram TV. More than likely you're not even selling that. So you're like, all right, whatever, cool. But in return, I'm gonna get a lot more traffic, and it's on because it's being pushed. Exactly. Okay. Probably after this video, a lot of people are gonna use it. Yeah. But I'll be getting messages on the page. Let me buy a spot on your IGTV. Exactly. Yeah. But like you can do this in any niche, like in fitness, beauty,
Sure.
investing, marketing, like camping, like hunting mini pigs. I had a client back in the day who sells mini pigs. So it doesn't matter what niche you are in on Instagram, like this thing works like crazy. And if you want to obviously add gasoline on the fire, you can buy an advertising campaign or a promotion or a shout out, whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
But buy it on Instagram TV and make sure the ad creative is good and you'll blow up like crazy. And it's if you take, for example, the first three things. First, you implement it on your page. You build the foundation. You watch the other videos that we did here on YouTube.
You focus
right?
on the content.
You focus on the content. You build the page the right way, and then you go out there and, for example, buy a promotion on your page or whatever niche you're in. You're basically setting the foundation. When traffic comes in, the page is going to grow 100%. There's no like. It will work flawlessly. Every single, like, there's the reason why we have hundreds of students just blowing up like crazy.
You have all the infrastructure in place.
Correct. The system just works like beautifully, and it works every single time.
And that was part number 5 of this Instagram growth and monetization training series we have going on. If you enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button down below so I know you're actually enjoying it. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button because you're not going to want to miss the other parts of this entire training series. And now before we go, as promised on the previous video, that if we got enough people commenting down below the word Instagram, we were going to release something insanely crazy, an insane discount for our course program for those who have tried to work with us and tried to apply to work with us one-on-one but didn't qualify. Now, I was hoping actually to get a lot more people commenting the word Instagram and a lot more people interested in it. But at the same time, I did want to reward and just say thank you to those people that were actually interested in it, even though we didn't get that many people commenting the word Instagram. So for those that commented the word Instagram on the previous video, part number 4, you're gonna get 60% off of our signature program, Gram Growth Secrets. That program right there is typically sold for $997 or $1,000, and it's a completely new program we just released. And you get it today only for $399. And on top of that, after you get that $399 program, you also get a chance to work with us one-on-one at a ridiculous discounted rate. One caveat to this insane offer though. Once you click the link, again, down below, you only have 24 hours to actually redeem this offer and get it. And yes, we're tracking everything, okay? We have a software that tracks when you click and all that good stuff. So don't try to fool me. You have 24 hours. And the reason is because we want to reward those people that actually take action and are really interested in what we have to offer and know that we're gonna have amazing results. So again, just click the link down below in the description for 60% off and get Gram Growth Secrets for only $399. And finally, if you wanna check out part 4 of this video series where we break down step by step our business model and how we're making over $100,000 a month, and most importantly, how can you start, grow, and scale your own Instagram marketing agency. Just click the link down below and there you will also be able to check out the entire other parts of this entire video series. And next up on part 6 is, should you buy Instagram followers? And the answer to that question might surprise you. So again, hit that like button, hit that red subscribe button, and turn notification so you don't miss when we drop that video. And this has been a wrap for today. Make sure you check out the other parts and also get advantage of this insane discount for 60% off right now. Again, you click it and you only got 24 hours. Let's get it.